Hello students, in the last session we have learnt about inductors. In that session we have a diagram explaining about a battery giving out electrons and the direction of current flow. So one of your friend has asked me a doubt. What is difference between the flow of electrons and the flow of current? Okay, look at this battery, children. It has two terminals. One is positive and the next is negative. So what happens is the positive terminal of the battery absorbs electrons and the negative terminal of the battery gives out electrons. Now let's connect this battery to the LED lights. This is the negative terminal of these two LEDs, and these two LEDs are connected in series, and I am going to connect the positive terminal to the positive side of the battery and the negative terminal. So can you see that one LED is glowing and the next one is as a little lower brightness. Okay, now what happens is the electrons flow from the negative terminal of the battery and move through this wire and reach this LED and then gets back into the positive terminal and makes the closed loop through this red wire. So initially the electron flow is from negative terminal of the battery to the positive terminal of the battery, but the direction of current is opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. So current flow will be in the opposite direction. Why? Let's have an example. Consider this is you and your friend moving in the same direction. So if you and your friend both are running in the same direction and if you hit each other, then there will not be more painful reactions. So the pain you feel will be very low. But if you and your friend both are moving in the opposite direction, then what will happen? The pain you feel will be very high. So if you hit each other, then it will be more painful for you. Similarly, the current flow is also in the direction opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. So if you consider your friend as an electron, then you will be the flow of current because they act in opposite direction. You can feel the current in the direction opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. But if you travel in the same direction as your friend, then you cannot feel the flow of current. So current is something that is measured when there is a flow of electrons, but the direction of flow of current is opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. Now let's learn about the symbol of inductor. For that we need to make a sheet of paper folded like this, then again folded into some small partitions. Okay, now we have to fold this sheet of paper like this. So the spiral coil forms the symbol of inductor. Okay, then to make it more understandable, we need to attach some magnets on the surface of this shape. So we have some magnets. Children, you no need to use these magnets. You can just use some markers to mark a point like this. Okay, I am fixing these magnets one behind the other. Leave some space between each magnet and fix them like this. Now I have fixed lots of magnets like this on both the sides. Okay, now again we can fold it and roll it like a spring. So children, can you see now the magnets are present on the surface of the turns. So each turn is a winding. So each winding, that is each turn, emits magnetic field in a particular direction. So this is a symbol of inductor. So it is like a spiral coil, like a spring, but on its surface a magnetic field will be emitted. So let us check it. So if we have a magnet over here and this magnet is attracted by the magnet on the surface of the spiral area. So in reality this is a conducting material, that is similar to a wire. So in general, any conducting material, for example this wire, so any wire will produce a magnetic field from its surface. So the direction of magnetic field will be in the surrounding area, but it will have its direction in all the directions. That is, if we wind this wire into a winding like this, then each winding will give out a magnetic field in both the directions, that is the forward direction and the backward direction. So if we consider this winding will give out magnetic field in all the directions, that is above this and left to this, right to this, and interior of this. So when we wind a winding like this, what happens is each winding will give out magnetic field in all the directions. So the winding next to it will induce a current. So what happens is, when electrical energy is applied on this wire, the electrons flowing through it will generate a magnetic field, and this magnetic field will induce a current in the winding next to it. So each winding, so this is a winding, so each winding will generate a magnetic field and it will induce some current in the winding next to it. So this winding will induce a current in this winding and in this winding. Similarly, this winding will induce a current in this winding. So each winding will induce currents in the windings next to it. So the net current in this total circuit will become increased, and this is stored in the winding, and then it is used for providing electric current whenever there is a shortage in the flow of current in the circuit. So children, today we have learnt about the symbol of inductors and the magnetic field. So in general, if there is a magnetic field, then the current flow will be induced in the windings next to it. So each winding creates a magnetic field, and this magnetic field creates a current in the winding next to it, and thus it makes us a current storage unit. Okay children, we will meet in the next session. Thank you.